First tonight, Michigan lawmakers are considering taking a new step to ease a substitute teacher shortage affecting many districts across the state. It would allow anyone over 21 with a high school diploma to substitute teach in high school classrooms. News 8's Byron Tollison talked with both sides of the aisle and has more on why they're agreeing on a temporary step to fill the need.
Amanda, I spoke with West Michigan Republicans and Democrats on the House Education Committee who sat through a hearing on the bill this week. There's a lot they disagree on, but they're both finding common ground on this. With Michigan school districts short on substitute teachers.
Schools across the state are having a real hard time finding substitute teachers as well. It's a real challenge.
Lawmakers from both sides are behind a new bill making it easier to get the job.
It's kind of a win-win.
When we do try new things, when we cast a wide net, there are really good things that happen.
Right now, you need 60 college credits to substitute teach. This would allow anyone over the age of 21 with a high school diploma to substitute teach in high school classrooms. Plus, anyone above 18 in a teacher preparation program could substitute teach kindergarten through 8th grade. It's a temporary measure that would expire by July of 2025.
Some folks say that changing that regulation of having 60 college credits is watering down the teaching profession, but I disagree completely because to substitute teach, it's not a profession. Substitute teaching is not a profession, and so finding out how to get as many people involved as possible through guest teaching is a great thing.
Democrat Representative Carol Glanville of Walker says incentive programs recently put in place to attract and retain future teachers, like scholarships and stipends, will take time to make a difference. So in the meantime, she's calling this a good step to give districts a helping hand.
So as we are rebuilding this pipeline, we need something in the interim to make sure that we're filling the roles that we need in our schools and doing the best we can for our kiddos.
On the same page, her West Michigan colleague from across the aisle, Republican Representative Brad Paquette of Niles. He was behind a similar bill that allowed any school employee without a teaching certification, like bus drivers, cooks, and office workers, to substitute, as long as they had a high school diploma. That law went into effect last March, but expired at the end of 2022.
After that bill was passed, I went out and found a lot of great stories of people who stepped up, whether it be lunch aides or parapros, security officers that they didn't have 60 college credits, but they stepped up to fill in.
The Michigan Department of Education says when that law went away, many districts were left without the resources to get substitute teachers. The department says this bill, opening the door to anyone above the age of 21 with a high school diploma, will help districts recover from that loss. Paquette recalls from his experience as a Spanish teacher that could bring in some good candidates.
I had some parents who could speak Spanish fluently, but they didn't have 60 college credits, so they weren't allowed to sub in my class.
The Department of Education, Paquette, and Glanville say this could help young people unsure of their career path explore the possibility of being a full-time teacher one day.
It's a career that people go into with their heart. And so, when you get into the classroom, you feel like what it's like to be there with the kids and do the work. That's a real motivator.
What it comes down to is having a wide pool of people to choose from, people who care, who want to, come into the classroom and support, who know the kids, who have a reputation in the community. And a lot of those people are walled off to substitute teach.
Not everyone's behind it. Representative Jamie Church is a Democrat from Wyandotte, voiced concerns that this is going to make it too easy to become an educator, citing her own teaching experience, saying that students need highly qualified substitutes to keep learning. Paquette expects the House Education Committee to approve the bill either this week or next. Amanda?